do have the potential for some very large hail moving through the area. It does look like we also just got in a new severe thunderstorm warning, so we'll go check that out here real quick. It looks like that's kind of the storm that's following actually that tornadic warn storm. So you'll notice there's two kind of cells here that we're looking at with this. So firstly, there's this cell up here, that's that tornado warn cell, and then another cell back behind that does look like it is potentially going to be a stronger one as well. So that's what that second warning that was just issued for is for. But right now, again, tornado warnings for us. We have that one down to the south in the Ottumwa area at this time. That's Appanoose, Davis, Monroe, Wapello counties, and that warning is in effect until 3:45 p.m. Could see some very large baseball-sized hail with that. A wider picture, though, shows that most of the rest of eastern Iowa is quiet for us at this time. But we are continuing to track things as they move through. These storms are moving very quickly as we put all that into motion. You'll see them kind of rushing to the north and east as they're moving beyond that I-35 corridor and now into eastern Iowa. Latest motions show that tornadic warm storm that is at about 60 miles per hour to the northeast. That's how quickly it's moving right now. So again, don't try to take time and go look outside and see what's going on. Try to get to that safe place as possible because as that storm moves into the area, that is exactly where you want to be. You want to be in that safe place and you don't want to be putting yourself into any further jeopardy. It looks like Unionville, Udell, you guys are near to where that tornado would be right now, moving up to the north and east, closer into Ash Grove here in the next short while. Those are the areas that we want to be kind of highly aware that the tornado potential is moving into your area right now. And eventually down the line, you'll notice this warning kind of long and skinny. That's due to the kind of fast moving nature of these storms, eventually moving into the Ottumwa area for us not too long from now. You can see that moving towards Ottumwa, probably closer to about 3:30. So take time, get to that safe place if you can. Now would be the time to get to that safe place, again, down to the south, Appanoose, Davis, Monroe, Wapello counties, a tornado warning.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality right now.
Is in effect.
If we go to Max 2 real quick, I'll show you a sort of 3D view of this storm. It is very tall, almost 50,000 feet in the air, so we have plenty of energy to push these storms well into the air. And it's this area that is in the purple and red that we're looking at for the potential for hail development. You can see it extends pretty far up. In fact, the freezing level is just about 10,000 feet today. Still pretty early in the season, so there's plenty of cold air aloft. This is a very early classic spring storm system, and so it does have plenty of potential to produce hail as a result. And this storm has produced baseball-sized hail in Centerville, just to the southwest. So folks in Ottumwa, you still have a few minutes. If you're at home, you can still put your car into the garage at this point to keep it safe from that large hail in areas in Wapello County too. If you don't live in the warned area, it may not be a bad idea if you aren't parked in your garage just to do so today too, because so far the biggest threat we've seen with these storms has been larger hail across more of eastern Iowa too. So that's what we've been watching closely, and we'll be keeping a close eye on the evolution of that. You can see the latest scans have put even more of this purple area even higher into the atmosphere. So it looks like it's not only dropping hail most likely, but continuing to regenerate it to this storm very, very strong.
Yeah, we've been really tracking that hail potential here for quite some time. The storms here initially, those are going to be the strongest storms that we're seeing, the ones most likely to produce that large hail. Again, we do have confirmed reports in the Centerville area of 2.5-inch hail. That's as big as a tennis ball. So again, very, very large hail possible as these storms are moving through. This particular storm that you're seeing with that tornado warning capable of up to baseball-sized hail. So do be aware that is a potential. Again, very quick-moving storms. Even if you're not seeing anything right now, you can see that Ottumwa City Camp there in the bottom corner. Ottumwa is included in this warning. Maybe you're looking outside saying, "Hey, things look fine. What's that warning doing? Why should I care?" This is why, because these are very quick moving storms, again, moving about 60 miles an hour to the north and east. That is very fast moving in terms of storm motion. And we want to make sure that you are getting to your safe place as best as possible. We'll kind of put that track back on for you again, show you exactly what areas might see this storm in the near future. Looking like we'll have anywhere from the Unionville area within about the next minute, up into Ash Grove by about 3:17. Ottumwa area talking closer to 3:25 to 3:30. Further up to the north and east, Clifland, Agency, Ashland after that 3:30 time frame. But again, this is your advanced warning now to let you know that there is the potential for a tornado right now. It is indicated, radar indicated rotation, but we do have the possibility of a tornado able to touch down. We've seen some different rotations in terms of our spotters kind of observing those storms rotating.
I wonder if you can widen that radar out, Jan, because we have one other warning that's in our viewing area that I want to highlight. It covers areas of southern Tama County, northwestern Poweshiek, as well as eastern Marshall County.
Let's take Max 2. Max 2, I've got it already highlighted.
Max 2 is fine. Yeah, it's mainly for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. There was some hail about an inch in diameter reported near the Newburgh area a little bit earlier. Again, you can see right along Highway 146 right now, as it's just off to the west of Tama County, just in that far, far southeastern corner of Marshall County. That's where the hail is within this storm right now. Again, it is moving toward let's see, how fast is that storm moving? 45 miles an hour toward the northeast. So we put a storm track on that hail core once. If it holds together and crosses toward the Tama area, that would put in about 325. So again, as we've been showing you, some pretty fast movement in the storms. But again, that's a severe thunderstorm warning, mainly for that hail and some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible. That again includes northwestern areas of Poweshiek, eastern Marshall, southwestern Tama, and northeastern Jasper counties.
And that storm is one that I've been kind of keeping an eye on off air, because it has shown a little bit of a tendency perhaps to get and gain a little bit of rotation here in the lower levels. You see that in far southwestern Tama County there. This area that has the red and greens coming together, that's where we could see the storm rotating a bit. It is rotating the upper levels for sure. That's why it's being able to produce the potential for large hail. But that threat for a tornado could start to increase here just a little bit more over the next little while. So we'll be watching that one very closely. Regardless if you're in a severe thunderstorm or a tornado warning, you should still be on the lowest level of your home and keeping away from windows. And Jan has some more tips on that.
Yeah, that's a great reminder, Corey. For those that are down to the south right now in that tornado warning area, again, down towards Davis County, if we can check out Max 1, we'll show you just a couple things to keep in mind right now of what you can do to keep yourself safe when you're in that tornado warning. Get to that lowest possible level of your home, preferably a sturdy building. If you're in a mobile home or a camper, something like that, that is not going to be a safe shelter. You want to be in a sturdy building, that lowest possible level, and an interior room if possible. If you can, get under something sturdy, maybe a staircase or something with extra structure like that. Cover yourself up with what you can. If you have blankets or pillows or something like that accessible and nearby, those are great tools to help kind of add a little bit of extra protection. Again, if you have enough time, maybe you're not in that warning just yet, and you're watching and preparing for that potential for some storms later, put your bike helmet down there, things like that, things that can help give you that little bit of extra protection. And then again, be sure to stay there until that threat is passed. You can always find us again. We've got streaming coverage. We've got our weather app, that weather radio, have multiple reliable ways to continue to get that severe weather information. Those who are not in that warning area right now during that watch, for the rest of you, again, make sure you know where you are, know how to identify where you live on a map so that you can know as those storms are moving in and be prepared to seek shelter when necessary. Right now, though, we'll go back and kind of take that wide look at the entire area of what we're looking at. Storms continuing to spread across the area very quickly. You'll notice just in those last several minutes, kind of things exploding in coverage for us there in parts of the area along that I-35 corridor. Down to the south, though, again, including the Ottumwa area, we do have a tornado warning in effect that could also have very large hail along with it as well. Hail up to baseball size. And we do have reports already of tennis ball sized hail with this storm moving through the area. So all good things to keep in mind. Right now, the storm is moving very quickly, about 60 miles per hour to the north and east. And it does include, again, Monroe, Wapello, Davis, Appanoose counties as well, moving into the Ottumwa area, probably closer to about that 3:30 timeframe. So still a couple of minutes left before it's going to make it into that area. But this is the time now that you can get to that safe place and know exactly what's and be prepared for what's going to be going on. For the most part, it does look like it's going to track over generally rural areas until it gets towards Ottumwa. So that is certainly good news. And at this time, looks like we have pretty much radar indicated rotation, not hearing anything from our spotters just yet on anything confirmed. So that also, again, is good news, but something definitely to keep an eye on. With the motion of these storms, with the speed of these storms, you don't want to wait for that confirmation or anything like that. This right here is that advanced warning to help get you to your safe place out ahead of time and make sure that you're in a good position should anything come through your area. Otherwise, again, severe thunderstorm warnings, those are continuing for us. Several of them kind of across the board. Many of them much closer to that I-35 corridor. Right now, that one that we were talking about earlier that Joe mentioned towards the Tama area, including Jasper, Marshall, Poweshiek, and Tama counties, that one has 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail possible with it as well. And then also that other storm that moved through the Ames area brought them some nickel-sized hail and I think maybe up to quarter-sized hail in that area, continuing to move towards Hardin County as it slowly starts to move into eastern Iowa and the TV9 viewing area. So right now at this time, still several storms kind of just around the area, but the main one that we are concerned about is that one that is down into Wapello County, Davis County. Looks like they were just able to condense that down a little bit for us, but still keeping that warning going. So again, if you are in the Ottumwa area, now is the time to get to your safe place. Be sure that you are in that lowest possible level and be sure that you are staying as protected as possible. Again, getting under something sturdy. If you have a bike helmet in there, something like that, towels, pillows, things like that, try to protect yourself as best you can. Tornado, baseball sized hail, both possible as this storm moves through, and that warning stays in effect until about 3:45 p.m. for us.
Why don't we go ahead and take next to full screen with the Ottumwa City Cam. You can see that view of the area of most concern with this storm. We have what appears to be here on the screen. In fact, if we could pop up the green wall, if I could just go ahead and go point at something there, that would be great.
Match with a local TurboTax expert at our new in-person locations. They're specialized in your